Здравей. Може, да. Меси. Супер.
Така.
Аз съм от Холандия.
Имам много български език.
Да, меси.
От колко години?
7 години вече.
7
Почти, да.
Браво. Как се казваш?
И къде така?
Леон.
Леон.
На къде така?
За разходка малко. До 7 часа и пак влака обратно.
Искаш ли да те водиме на хубава разходка?
Може. Вие за къде сте?
После ще трябва да се върнеш обаче пеша.
Нищо.
А защо дойде в България?
За приключение. Хубаво време.
А той има,
Добре, че не е заради жена.
а той
Няма.
има приключения, нали?
Има. Има яки неща.
Колкото щеш.
Колкото искаш. Значи е средна гора, нали?
Средна гора.
Горе-долу.
Ихтиманска средна гора.
Ага.
Емели черни рит, това също.
Това отсред е черни рит.
Черни рит.
Това тук
Черни рит.
при нас е Ихтиманска средна гора.
Ага.
Леона, ти имаш ли си приятелка?
Нямам.
Защо? Какво чакаш?
Нищо, ще
Не.
се намериш спокойно.
Ще намеря.
Не.
Така е по-лесно, знаем.
Да. Езика знам вече, така че няма нужда за това.
Браво.
Да, българките са хубави.
Да.
Тук
Това нещо всичко ние сме насадили, беше нива, равно.
Да.
Нямаше само това голямо дърво и онова последното голямо. Две дървета.
Много хубаво. Това е всичко вашето.
Това всичко
Браво.
е наше.
Браво. Много яко. И това се пие, нали?
Ами, ние не пиеме от нея,
А,
но става и за пиене.
това никога не съм видял такова.
Такова
Много
нещо
яко.
не си видял.
Такова
Не.
само в Африка има, да знаеш.
Това има в Африка.
В България.
Да, в Африка и в Индия. Казват им рол помп.
Знам обаче като колело не съм видял.
То
То-
смисъл.
Не че е лошо, че е от...
Не, приобщихме
Да.
колелото.
Вие ли го осмислите това?
Да.
Той.
Браво. Това е голяма работа.
Творческия гений на българина се
Нали?
нарича.
Да. Аз нямам нищо такова. Нищо.
Ти си млад още.
Да, но...
Те първа ти предстои, не си намерил още
Виж сега, всеки
местенство.
си има някакво предназначение. Ако
Мгм.
един е да измисля, другия да го разбира.
Да.
Всеки си има своето място, да знаеш.
Точно така.
Така че няма.
е много
проблем.
важно.
Да, много
Аз
важно.
имам две леви ръце, така се казва.
Така ли
на
се
холандски.
казва?
Да.
Но пък тук
Ама
ти
има,
е сила...
има леваци, които вършат много
М.
добра работа с
Има.
левите си ръце.
Но пък,
Да.
Леон, тук ти е тогава силата, да знаеш в идейния...
Силата е горе само.
Нали?
Да.
Това не е малко, да знаеш.
Достатъчно.
Достатъчно е.
Точно така. So, that's always the thing in Bulgaria. You go somewhere, no matter how long, how short, and the people totally embrace you. Something like this is very common. So they use a local material. It's called kop in English at least, and it's a sort of clay, and yeah, that's how you make it. Look at this. You can see that a lot of love is put into this place. They are lovely people with open heart, open mind. And now I'm standing here. It is still February the 26th, 7th, whatever. The wind is blowing, and it is warm wind. It is not a Dutch cold wind, but it is the wind of springtime coming. We hear springtime slowly crawling up, and this marks the end to a very special era, I would say, which was 2020. And the first quarter of 2021, which has been very special to say the least. I think for everyone in their own way, and especially people have gotten to know themselves quite well and have learned to see whether they are happy with their place in life or not. Exactly because life has been, let's say, pushed in their face in this period, and people have gotten to see that perhaps they're not the place they want to be, perhaps not at all, and that perhaps they need to make some changes. And a lot of people have also seen that they're not honest to themselves. So I'm certain everybody has grown this year, either grown or completely fallen apart, probably one of the two. Well, people have gotten their act together, and some people just let it go. So it's been a remarkably spiritual time, and if you were not of a spiritual mind before, you probably are now, because we've all seen that there's a whole lot more to life that we've been led to believe initially. There is a whole lot more to this. And the goal to life is not necessarily to be happy, for me at least, but at least to live each day a little. There's a special song that I listened to as a child, and I don't remember what it was, but one of the sentences was, "Do you live the days you go through?" And that's what I ask myself every day. So here is the lake that I still wanted to see. It's an artificial one. Can just have some tea here that I made. Then explore the village of Verinsko and take a train back. And that will be quite enough for today, I guess. That will be it. Well, it was a pretty nice day for a short afternoon, because I only finished boxing at 1:30, got back home and took a train at 2:15, and now I did a whole afternoon of exploring, so cannot complain. This is nice. A little bit getting muddy. Pretty cool spot, I must say. A lot of birds hanging out. Just nice. Wonder how deep it is. Probably quite a lot. Going through the village of Verinsko, and you can just see that a lot of things are falling apart. It's because they are either depopulated, nobody lives, and that's how it goes. The old sheds that fall apart. This house is also abandoned. You can see that it's not very old. It can be 40 years maybe, but nobody's living. You can see it by the trees, the grape. This one is abandoned for just a few years now, it seems. The trees and the shed. The shed has a collapsed roof. The wall is still standing. But you can see that very slowly it is starting to be taken over, which is a shame. Like, not yet, but slowly getting there. That's these places, they need a lot of care, especially the garden, because eventually the trees and the roots get through your walls, and then the whole thing is just crumbles apart. See, like in the back, and that's a very old house there. It can easily be 100 and something years, if not a lot more. You can see it by the roof, by the type of stone used. It's extremely old. That one over there as well, which is that's a very good example. That one has been taken care of, let's say, but in the sense that the nature around it is cleaned up. Like the bushes are taken away, and that's how you keep the building intact. And you can see that the roof, that is completely original, and this one can be 120 years old, if not more, and that's an untouched building otherwise. Can you imagine just standing for all these years? And there used to be people that just walked through this door in and out. They used to wear traditional clothing and whatnot, like made of fabric, just handmade clothes, whatever. This is just the wall is made of twigs, let's say branches, and then this I believe it's called kop, is put on top to harden the, you know, make it a sort of stone layer, but it's essentially a sort of clay. And just the foundation is made of stone. And yeah, very interesting stuff. One youngster, so there are some, but you can see everything is made of wood, all natural products. This perhaps is a bit newer, the part on top here, but the handmade bricks, everything handmade. We have a little church here, a chapel. It's interesting as well. It's quite interesting as well. Alright, let's go to the train. And here's the train. Time to go. It's like near empty. And right on time. Completely dark. At the station of Varinsko they don't have tickets, so probably the conductor will come and buy it on the train. Got the ticket for 3 leva and 5 cents from Varinsko to Podujene, as you can see. That's €1.50. I can go from my home to Varinsko if I ever want to go back for €1.50, which is a pretty good price. There's a bit of air conditioning in the train. Some lady was complaining that it's too cold. She would get a pneumonia, and the conductor just said, yeah, go sit in another wagon because some places it's warmer than others. It's